Morning, friends. I am back with you for another Project Life 2022. It's been a few weeks. I've been very focused on my December daily lately, so I thought I'd better come back and do a Project Life spread. Let me know how you feel about the zoomed out angle of the beginning of this video. I wanted to try to kind of show you the space as it evolves. So I'll leave it on this Zoom as I get creating. And yeah, let me know in the comments below if you like it better, worse, the same, if you don't care, whatever you may feel. So today I am working on week 45, I do believe. I think it's 45. Oh man. Or maybe 44. Guess I'll have to check. But I pulled some little things from my stash. I grabbed some gold. So this is a card that's supposed to be like fake gold foil. And then they just take a picture of it. It's a very flat card. And I like the look of that, but I thought it'd be actually kind of nice if I actually put the gold foil on it. So we'll see how we go. What else have I got? I've got a few different things from some Ali Edwards kits that I pulled out. These are pieces from as you can see, it's a November kit from a couple of years ago. I don't know if I'm going to use any of the cards because I'm pretty happy with the cards that I picked, but I'll likely end up using some of the other little goodies. And I grabbed some of the chipboard pieces from one of those kits. And I'll probably pull in some stickers and just see where this takes us. So I will put you on fast forward as I get embellishing. And I don't think, yeah, I'll probably have to stick my photos down first. So I'll do that and then I'll come back to you and we'll start embellishing. So on the morning of this, that I'm doing this voiceover, we're having a pretty intense rainstorm. So if you can hear some wind and rain in the background, I apologize. I don't love this camera zoom out. I asked you to let me know in the comments below, but I probably won't be using it again, unless of course you tell me otherwise. Because you can't really see what I'm doing. Or maybe you can't really see the pictures, which is a big part of what I'm doing. Wow, it is windy. Yeah, so I'll likely end up switching back to my my regular Zoom. Test driving all of the different little features on my new phone. It's got some pretty cool camera settings that I'll probably start playing with. So yeah, I'm just gluing down the real glitter to the fake glitter strips. And I really like that. It's a neat way to use glitter paper and a paper that you don't love. You can just cover the pattern with a color that you like better, or design that you like better if you're using pattern paper. So I'm just gluing down some of my chipboard embellishments. I wish you could see the picture at the top right, but the glare from my light is blocking it. But it's a wall of guitars. Every year my husband and I tend to do pre-Christmas shopping because we don't exchange Christmas gifts with each other. It's just kind of the way we go. We buy our own presents before Christmas, and then we have all of Christmas break and after to enjoy them. So we went to Long and McQuaid, which is a music store here in Canada, and we were shopping for all of the things, and we took a really cool picture of the guitar wall. Guitars and musical instruments, when they're displayed like that, are so pretty, but especially guitars. I'm stamping one of the stamps from one of my Ali Edwards kits here, and I just stamped it twice because the first one didn't turn out really well. And it's a bit of a wonky circle, so I decided rather than getting all fussy about things and getting my circle punches out, I would just freehand fussy cut it. And I really like the way that turns out. There's a couple of different circle elements on the page, so. I was struggling to figure out what to do with that golden white stripe 4x6 card, and I wasn't feeling the crafty mojo this day for whatever reason. I'm just gonna put some puffy hearts on here. These are my from my new Citrus Twist haul. I was getting a little bit low on my puffy hearts, so I decided to replenish. Yeah, I was looking at that 4x6 glittery card and didn't really know what to do with it. And now that I'm looking at it, I think I would have done something different with my title. I think I would have gone a little bit more bold. I downplayed it a lot and just used some stickers, which you're going to see here in a couple of minutes. But in the end, it's okay. But I think because of the boldness of some of the other pictures, that 4x6 card kind of gets lost in the layout. So these are just some tiny word stickers. Again, they've been in my stash for quite a while, so trying to use these up too. I'm going to end up doing some journaling on that 4x6 card on the lower right. So there's really not a lot that I add to the photos in this layout. I tend to go a little heavier on my journal card and then that title card, because the pictures themselves were fairly busy. And then that 3x4 Always Kiss Your Dog Goodnight card was from a sheet of cut-aparts, I think, from a few years back. I think it was a scrapbook.com paper, but I don't even remember. It's so old. So yeah, as I'm kind of nearing the end of 2022, I'm realizing that my rainbow kit has stopped getting used, and I don't know if it's because I just got bored of it or if I don't really scrap that way anymore. I'm not really sure what happened, but I went to all the trouble of making the kit, and probably the last, I don't know, 6 or more maybe layouts, I haven't really touched it. So I'll probably dip back into that for the remainder of 2022 and then decide what I want to do with it, whether I want to break it apart and put everything back in like the main part of my stash, or if I want to keep it. I don't really know what I want to do yet. I know my neutrals kit was getting some good mileage for a while, but I also stepped away from that, so I think it's because my process looks different when I'm picking cards to go with the colors in the photos. I think that's the biggest part of why I've stepped away from the rainbow kit. Because if you limit yourself to using that kit, your layouts end up being a little bit more busy. And lately I've been liking a more simple color scheme, like like in this one, it's white and cream and little pops of color here and there, because the pictures themselves have a lot of color. I need to replace that stamp cleaner. Oh, it looks disgusting on camera. That's just one of those, I don't really know, it's like a foam cleaner. I know other companies have it, but one of my coworkers sells Stampin' Up, so she gifted me that. It still works fine, but on camera it looks atrocious. So I'm just using some stamps here to stamp out a title, which you can't see because I'm too zoomed out. These are the issues, folks. These are the issues. Yeah, so doing some stamping. And then I handwrite my journaling on this one because I think at this stage I was just kind of, I was over it. I wasn't feeling the mojo, and it was just, I've got to get it done now. Normally I would go to my typewriter and, do all that, but that's something else I'm learning about myself. If my journaling isn't done before I start doing my layout, I tend not to use my typewriter. I think it's because the typewriter can be such a beast to bring over to my table. It's just sitting on a table next to me, but I don't like to stop the video and journal if I don't have to. So stamping away. I think it says musical memories, musical moments. I can't even read it. It's so far zoomed out. Wow. So yeah, this is just kind of how things are going. I'll likely get back to my December daily this weekend. It's Thursday as I'm doing this voiceover. So that'll be back and in full swing because it is officially December 1st. So stay tuned. I would also be very curious to hear how many of you are doing December daily. So put that in the comments below. And if you are doing December daily, let me know what format you're doing it in. I know some people do traveler's notebook size. Some people do like a 4x8 little binder. I'm doing 6x8 or roughly 6x8 this year. I've even seen other people using much larger formats. I know the Ali Edwards kits are now like 8.5x11, but they're in landscape orientation, which kind of blows my mind a little bit. I don't feel like I could do that. But yeah, let me know in the comments below if you're doing December daily, and if you are, what size album are you using? And yeah, love to hear from you. This layout this is where I'm kind of, I don't know what to do with this title card. I kind of chicken out and just grab some of my little tile letter stickers here and just put in week 45. It's a very underwhelming card, but that's okay. Sometimes you have weeks like that. I was really happy with the photos in this week, but the rest of it was kind of blah. So I'm just putting some little enamel dots on. Something else that's been sitting on my desk for probably 2 years or more that I've never actually opened. And I just decided to go crazy with them. So they're all over the place. Oh, now we've got some snoring happening. One is snoring on my lap and the other is playing at my feet. So there's a lot of strange noises in the background of this voiceover today. Life with puppies. I don't know. Oh, I'm just putting them back. Yeah. So the kind of neat thing about seeing the zoomed out angle is you can see my crafty space as it changes as I'm doing my layout. And here I am just counting how many days to make sure I've got my date stamped correctly. It's always a struggle. I just need to have a calendar somewhere on my desk. An actual paper calendar so I don't mess up the dates again. Almost finished. And done. Week 45. I'm not real happy with the way this turned out, but it's finished. I think this card kind of ruined it for me. And this one, these like two of the biggest cards on the page. But yeah. So yeah, that's week 45. Stay tuned for week 46. I'm going to see if I can get caught up. And yeah, also stay tuned for more December Daily. That's it for me for today, friends. Thanks for coming to hang out with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.